8:30 a.m. Channel 51. Will Worley, mouth of the Midwest, Fuse the MC, Rock Nation. J. Cole.
What up, man?
In the building.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's finally here.
Yeah.
Long awaited. The hallway is full. People been waiting all day, standing in the rain. They've sweated their perms. Dude.
I appreciate him for that, man.
All right. So tell me where you coming in from. I know you're on the road and everything. You're making moves and whatnot.
Yeah, we're coming from Jersey. We had a show in Montclair.
Okay.
And then we got Ohio. We got 2 shows tomorrow. One in Ohio, one in Kentucky. And then we got St. John's, where I went to school at, on Friday.
All right.
And then North Carolina Central on Saturday. We just moving, man.
Busy man.
Busy.
Yeah, so let's hop right into the questions, man. You know, you got a debut album coming out and everything.
Yeah.
What's the title of that? You got a title set
I got
locked
a title,
in?
but it's all like tentative, like, so I don't, it could change, so I don't be putting it out there like that till I really know for sure.
I feel you. What's the biggest difference between like the 2 mixtapes you coming out, the critically acclaimed mixtapes coming into the album? What's gonna be like, if there is any? What's the biggest difference between when you start this album? You know what I'm saying?
I say the biggest difference is just the quality of like the production and the quality of the songs. Like I always say, I had songs that didn't make the warm up because I was saving them for the album because they was that good, and I got songs now for the album that I could never just put out for free like that because they're just on another level production wise and concept wise. So I mean, you'll hear the difference of the professionalism. I mean, the warm up was just us like really just come up was us really freestyling, and the warm up was us like really just trying to put it together. No, there was no label involved in that. This is like pro. We taking time. We sequencing it out for real. Trying to really pick the track list. And the warm up was like that too, but this is just next level. You'll be able to tell.
Or you handling a lot of the production on this project?
Yeah, I am, man. Actually, which is what I always wanted, but I didn't know because at first when I first got in with no idea, it was like, man, I might not even do nothing on my album. You know what I'm saying? Because the beats was that good. But and then really just learning from him on the production side got me way more confident as a producer, and what got me way better. Cause I was good, I was real good, but I was missing some key ingredients which I got from him, or whatever case is. So now I'm back on track and producing a lot of the joints on the album.
Okay. So tell me, from your perspective, how does it feel being grouped, I guess, with the quote-unquote conscious rappers in an era where, so much of the music is misogynistic, or is it just about, shallow things?
Right.
How do you feel being grouped in, in the other bracket?
Man, they can group me wherever they want to group me, like, but when they're going to quickly learn that once you group me over here, I'm going to be over here as well, and then once you try to group me in over here, you're going to see me doing this over here. So I don't think it's like one group that I necessarily fit in. Because, I feel like in terms of the consciousness, I get conscious on, I talk about issues, but I also, I'm not perfect, I got the ignorant side as well, and, I like to show all those things, because I feel like we all, just as humans, period, we are all of that. Like, sometimes we want to be deep, and sometimes we want to have a heart, and then sometimes we just want to wild out, and sometimes we ignorant. Like, we just real hypocritical as people, so I try to reflect that.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny you mention that because Lights Please is the song that got you your original deal. Did you know when you made that joint, like, okay, this is the one that's going to be that song, or did it just kind of happen?
You know what's crazy? I still think that song can go way further. You know what I'm saying? I still ain't really gave up hope on that. I feel like if I was already established and that song came out, it'd be out of here. But when I made it, I made that song when I was still in school. I was a senior in school in my last semester, so that was 07. Spring 07 when I did that song, and it's still lasting to this day. It's 2010, you know what I'm saying? So I knew when I did it, it was special. It was just one of them songs. But, I didn't know that was going to be the one to get me the deal. And, not necessarily that song got me the deal, but it got me heard. You know what I'm saying? I still feel like it got, further to go with that song, though.
All right, so J. Cole, as the artist, what do you think you're missing? What do you think that you need to improve on, or what are you, focusing on, as a whole package? What are you improving on?
I don't know necessarily if I'm everybody can always get better in certain areas. Like, this is going to happen naturally. But I don't feel like I'm necessarily missing anything. I just want to, the only side that I had to work on for this album was how to balance staying creative and lyrical, and then also how to appeal to the mainstream. You know what I'm saying? That's the only part that really needed work, I think. And that's what I've been working on, how to make these songs still be me, but to reach a wider group of people without, selling out or, doing something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Has there been a lot of pressure on the back end of people saying like, oh, he's too lyrical, or he has too much of that boom bap hip hop, super lyrical?
You know what's crazy is it ain't been none of that, man. You would expect that, right? You would expect like me to come in the game and people try to get me to dumb down my style, but from every side of the globe, man, from the label to the management to the fans and to the critics, like it's always just been nothing but praise. And I just feel like that's a reflection of the game is hungry for that again. You know what I'm saying? Like the game wants that again. Like the fans need that again. So I feel like I was surprised. Like I ain't got no pressure from nobody to dumb nothing down or make a certain type of song. It's really
Everyone's been talking about a little while ago. Lupe went on his Twitter and dropped the rumor about this All City Chess Club.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What's the word on that? What's the word on that?
Basically, to my understanding, Lupe hit me up. He said it was all in the studio. I don't really got the whole story. I just know what he hit me about. And hopping on, it started with the Beaming remix, which I still got a right to. I've been so busy or whatever the case is. But you know, as far as you know, the rest of it, we'll deal with it as it comes or whatever. But that's his brainchild right there. That's Lupe's brainchild.
Word. As a lyricist, is there a bar or like two bars that really stuck out when you were listening to hip hop? You know what I'm saying, growing up, that really stuck up and led with you, that you took with you forever.
Just two. I mean, a lot of. I mean, that's like.
I mean, like just
out of all the lines, the bad lines is always going through my head. But I mean, even Biggie right here, like I don't know. You could pick a 50 Cent line. Like I always like the sunny days wouldn't be special if it wasn't for rain. Joy wouldn't feel so good if it wasn't for pain. Like I always like that line. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, you know, I'm a fan, so it wasn't just one or two lines. It was just like a ton of. Yeah.
As an artist, is there any artist or producer that you haven't had a chance to work with that you just really look forward to working with?
Yeah, man. One day Eminem, one day Andre 3000, one day, you know, Lauryn Hill maybe one day. Kanye. Yeah, man. You know, the greats, basically.
Right. Well, is there any single that's coming out, or can we get a word on that?
We trying to put out Who That, which I did first at SOB's a couple weeks ago, which was crazy, but it's really just sample clearance issues that's holding it up. And you know, I didn't expect that to happen, but it's just, you know, that's a whole nother ball game when you're trying to clear samples. It's like really at the, you know, discretion of the person who owns the sample on whether or not it's gonna happen. But that's all we waiting on for that.
Word. Alright, what's one song on your iPod or whatever you listening to your music that people wouldn't expect to see on your iPod?
Let's see. Maybe Red Hot Chili Peppers. Red Hot Chili Peppers album, Californication album, is ill. They probably wouldn't expect me to be listening to that, but that's an ill one.
Right. So everyone knows you as, like, you know, the most lyricist rapper up and coming.
Yeah.
Do you plan on making more crossover music in the future, or are you just sticking straight to the core?
I mean, right now I'm just sticking straight to the core and trying to make the best hip hop album I can make. I don't know where I'm gonna be like 5 years from now. You know, people switch up sometimes. I don't see it coming. I don't foresee it. But I mean, anything's possible. I really like how Jay did his career. Like, he made consistent hip hop albums, and Nas, like, they stayed pretty much hip hop. I think Kanye kind of went, he's the one that kind of dabbled in pop and, you know, and experiment, which was ill. It was dope that he could even try that, because that opens the door for other artists to do the same thing. But I don't know how I foresee mine going yet. But right now, just strictly hip hop.
Right. You know, aside from your own music and stuff, who are you listening to right now?
Right now, you know, Outkast, Pac, you know, classics. It's really just classic albums or whatever the case is. You know, and then my own stuff, of course.
Right. And one last question before we wrap this all up. What is one major goal that you have for the future in your hip hop career?
Man, trying to drop consistent classic albums and just have a track record of doing classic albums and classic material. And that's what I want to have when it's all said and done.
Right.
All right. 19 minutes past the hour, 202-865-8698, WHBC, Lance Coleman, Will Worley, Rock Nation recording artist J. Cole.